Yeah, I just wanted to. You were saying something about Muhammad earlier, but this is just actually I've been reading Christian Prince's book, and honestly, the guy is a bank of knowledge on Islam. But I just wanted to share this. When you think of, well, when I was a Muslim, I didn't realize actually how culty and like the cultish behavior within Islam. And obviously, we've talked about it in a couple of like our streams, and you've pulled up hadith. But
I
this
wrote
is,
that in my book as well.
I know I need to
The
read your
cultish
book.
behavior.
Oops.
Yeah. So you're reading his book and not mine. Shame on you.
I know, no, no. I know I've read so much of yours in pieces, and like I know your opinion on pretty much everything.
Because a religion of pieces.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, so this is literally from the Book of Ablution. This is one of the hadiths. The Prophet did his ablution, so the people were taking the remaining of his water and spread it all over their faces.
I made the same point.
Yeah, this is just hadith, right? But I'm just together when you read them in line, I was like, because there's one today that hadn't read before, and I was like, I literally nearly my gag reflex was, it was bad. But this is how I didn't realize it was this culty, even to the point where some of the Prophet's companions were fighting over his leftover water. That's Sahih Bukhari, book 8, You guys can go check it out. It's on the screen. I witnessed Bilal picking the leftover water that the Prophet had used for his ablution, and lots of the Muslims were seizing of that water and applying it on their faces. Whoever could not get anything of it would apply the moisture from the hand of his companion to spread it all over on his face. So like literally just taking the wet remains of the companions and then putting that on their faces. Yeah. Now think about it. Ablution water is the wash water. In case you don't know, this is the water Muhammad used to wash such parts as his penis and testicles. So how and why did these Muslims think that the water Muhammad used to wash his private parts was holy water for blessing? Okay, so a couple of references of how Muslims used to be blessed, yeah? This one actually made me gag, it's disgusting. The wife of Muhammad used to collect the hair of the Prophet in the water. I knew they had an obsession with collecting his hair, but I didn't realize they mixed it in the water so they could drink it to be blessed by it.
I didn't know that either. Really? Yeah. What hadith is this?
Listen, if you're drinking water with it, if you get even like a slight hair, wouldn't your gag reflex kick in? You would not swallow that down. Like, there's no way.
Sahih Muslim, how come we've never...
That's what I'm saying. So this is why I'm reading this.
So... You don't like hair in your mouth anyway.
At all. You'd get so disgusted. You'd be put off. Imagine you go to a restaurant and you find a tiny hair in your food. You go ape shit, right? This is.
But ablution doesn't require you to wash your. But ablution doesn't require you to wash your penis, though.
Yeah, no, fair. But like, I mean, who knows what that situation was? What was he washing? Anyway, it gets worse. Anyway, I don't need to.
Is Christian Prince an ex-Muslim?
No, he's a Christian. He's always been.
So hang on. So go up a bit. Did he say that ablution requires washing penis?
No, he's just talking in general. Like, ablution water is the water you wash with. So Muhammad used to wash parts as his. Yeah, in general, he's talking about.
Okay, so it's just a water.
He's talking to a non-Muslim audience. Okay. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So is it basically the wash water?
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. So this hair in the water, was absolutely repulsive. I did not know that. And then the father of Abu Hanbal said, my father used to have 3 of the Prophet's hairs, and he used to kiss them and drink the water he washed them with. And he asked for it to be kept in his grave so he can face Allah with it. Can you imagine lying in your grave and like he's got these 3 bits of hair with him? I think I was in shock for like 20 minutes today. I was just like, what have I read? We used to kiss his hand to be blessed with his skin. All right, that's still not as bad as the hair in the water thing. Used to be blessed by touching the dishes he ate from. That's getting a bit weirder now. And then this is the weirdest part. This is the dress of the Prophet he used to dress in, and we hid it for the sick ones so they can recover by it. Book of Al-Libas, dress and adornment. This is the dress of the Prophet he used to dress in, and we hid it for the sick ones so they can recover by it. So Aisha came back to Asma, Aisha's sister, and she told her, this is the underclothes of the Prophet. We wash it so the sick ones can be recovered by it. So they actually thought that clothes he wore would heal sick people. I never thought this stuff was like attributed to Muhammad in the sense of like directly healing and like the way Jesus would heal people. Do you know what I mean? So that was just a bit interesting to read. Aisha's kept his dirty clothes without washing it and then given it to someone who's sick, and they think that that's going to heal them.
Speaking of cultish, there's another, I think I've shared this one before, is this is Sahih Muslim 2004-97. It's these guys came to us, Muhammad, Abu Musa and Bilal, and they were like, oh, how do we need glad tidings, but you should accept them. So Allah's Messenger said, he called for a cup of water and washed his hands in that and face too and put his saliva in it and then said, drink out of it. What a filthy creature. Like he spat in it, washed his face, got all his dirt off in that cup, and then he said, drink from it. But guess what? There was a woman in the background named Salama. She said, hang on a second, save some for me. Spare some water in your vessel for your mother also. Save some for me too. I want to drink it too.
No, what are you doing?
I would have looked the other way and I would have run away. Oh, Mom, sorry, did you drink that? Oh, sorry, I wasn't home. I would have definitely drank from it otherwise. But no, you're like, save some for me.
I want a doggy bag of that stuff.
It's so filthy. And then,
oh my days.
Yeah, there's another instance as well, Sahih Bukhari 4102. It's a long hadith, but it's the same thing. So I've told the Prophet of what you said. Then she brought out to him, i.e. the Prophet, the dough, and he spat in it and invoked for Allah's blessing in it. This is not a dry spat. This is the actual spit. He's putting that in dough and saying, wow, this is Allah's blessing. Why does Allah's blessing has to come through Prophet's penis or his saliva?
Saliva, yeah. For real.
It's just Pyro Kitty say it's salty.
Mate.
It is salty. And there's another hadith where they used to collect his sweat. I know those of you who've watched tennis, Rafael Nadal would be happy to give his bucket load. There's one match that he played in the quarterfinal or something. He lost 4.5 kilos in a single day. And most of it would have been lost through his sweat. The guy sweats. He just sweats as if like he just poured water over
4.5 kilos in a day through sweating.
Yeah. Well, sweating and running and all that. The guy's a machine. But anyway.
Hell.
But yeah, but imagine, so Muhammad, they used to collect his sweat and use it as a perfume. Yeah, it smelled like Muhammad. He even gave that. What is that hadith? He even gave that to a virgin girl, and he said that put my perfume on you, put my sweat on you, so you will smell like me.
What about that woman that drank his pee and he said that she's forever saved from hellfire now? There's like a barrier between her and hell.
Yeah. That
drinking his pee, his piss, mate.
Yeah, there's a Muhammad attached bathroom. I think I have that hadith, but I think the full detail is in the actual Sirah, I think. I'm not sure if it's not in the 6 books of hadith, but there's the extension of that. It says the Prophet had a wooden vessel under his bed in which he would urinate at night, and the extension of that is there was once his maid girl got up. She's like, the spoof movie Scream. There's ones they're like, danger that way. I'm gonna go the danger way. So it's like this is what happened with that girl. She's like, she got up, I'm thirsty. Instead of going to the kitchen or whatever, or a usual pot of water or whatever, she's like, usual pot of water. There is a strange wooden vessel under Muhammad's bed. Grab that. It's like, why? Surely this is another usual place. This is why I think these stories are made up later on to deify Muhammad as someone special. Kim Jong-un apparently doesn't poop. Yeah. He doesn't sweat. They create these kind of stories to separate them from ordinary people, and I think that's what it is. But anyway, they definitely behave like it is very cultish.